Hey and hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've been taking a break. You see the votes going on for the name of the channel. I'm actually going to do a short later with my top 5 favorites, and I'm going to let you guys vote. So choose wisely, because whichever one gets the most likes or comments is going to be the one that we're going to name the channel. So good luck to you guys, good luck to me. This is an effort to be more approachable. I'm going to do a short video here real quick so you guys know that I'm okay. Just been working a lot, trying to pay the bills, pay for this dang computer that I used to do this, pay for the phone. And speaking of which, we're going to hop right into this bad boy. And I am going to read a couple of current stories, couple emails, and then you can look to see me probably Friday or Saturday, and then we have the live stream Sunday, okay, evening. Don't forget about the Facebook page. It's a good place for us to vent and talk, where we're not being suppressed and the comments aren't constantly getting taken down. We will be welcoming Vasectomy Fail and Kisaragi as our two new moderators to go along with Isabel and Beanie Girl. And let's see. Jared. I believe he changed his name to Jared the Dog Slayer. Okay, so he has a new channel. I shared that in the Facebook page. I'll throw a link on. I'm gonna try to remember to throw the link on. So I've been very distracted lately, which is a good thing. You know, I've been busy with my life, busy with work, busy with this and that. So let's get into just a couple random things before I get into it. It's just gonna be a random video, a handful of things going on. And now that I'm kind of taking a break and decompressing, I won't be so frazzled where I'm like, hold on, bear with me, you know. So you guys have been very understanding, and I really appreciate that. The names is going to be a really good time. You guys are so great. You guys came up with the best damn names, and I understand dogs are garbage, and I love the name. I picked it. But you guys understand, right? Trying to make things more approachable, trying to open up hearts and minds without upsetting people the moment that they see the name. And as I was thinking about it yesterday, I went to say something somewhere and someone goes, "Have you even seen your name? Did you create this name just to come here and make this comment?" And I was like, oh boy, no. So let's jump right into it. I only have about 20 some odd minutes, 30 minutes. All right, I seen a random post by a friend of mine on Facebook, and it went around the they kind of said, if you take on an animal, you know they mean dog, but that's not the point. If you adopt an animal, then it's your responsibility to take care of it. You know, you need to treat it with respect. It needs to be taken care of properly, and all that jargon, you know, which is all fine. But I said, and they said, it's not like you're going to butcher the dog for meat in one of the comments. And I said, well, I will, you know what I'm saying? I was just being a smart ass. This is what I've been working on. And I said, I think people get way into their pets. They're just pets, not people. Not children, simply pets. Okay? So I was going for like a little more approachable instead of just like, you know. And someone who's actually a mutual friend of mine from this post says, I think of my dog as an evolution of a wolf adapted to modern human habitat. A friendly companion whom I've held captive and felt guilty for that for a long time. But I make excuses and tell myself stories about how much worse her life would be if she lived wild and free like she did the first year of her life before an animal patrol person picked her up off the streets after she'd been shot twice. She's my best friend by a long shot and my companion. I wish holding her captive weren't part of my history with her. And I said, at least you're wise to the fact. I must ask, will you get another one when it dies? He didn't answer. You know, so maybe he's still thinking about it. Maybe he hasn't seen it. Okay? Let's get into one more thing here that I had saved to talk about. Tarcisia said, a possible topic for another video, and we'll get into this later. Anytime a dog kills an animal, dog lovers jump to its defense, saying that a dog that kills animal is not human aggressive. That is BS. Dogs do not have a degree in anthropology. They can't differentiate between a toddler or a lamb. To them, it's prey. Also, based on her research, every single dog that killed a person had a record of animal killing. People think that dogs can differentiate, and they cannot. A moving child in their eyes is prey. A squealing child in their ears is prey. So this is something we'll definitely be talking about down the line. Okay? Just a little heads up about some of the stuff that's coming up. Now I'm going to hop over here to a message, and I'm not going to tell you guys who this message was from because it's interesting, and I don't want this person getting unwanted attention. So this one we're going to keep anonymous. Here's how the story starts out. It was with a Facebook post from someone that lives near this anonymous viewer. Hello, peeps. So I came home tonight with a very disgusting note left at my garage. I'm going to make this perfectly clear. If anyone has a problem with me or my fully trained, licensed, and registered service dog, you better come talk to me to the face. Number 1, don't even own a pit bull, nor do I have multiple dogs. 2, my fully trained, certified, registered, not an emotional support animal, service dog is fully trained to perform tasks both off and on leash. 5, you being scared of dogs is no one else's problem but your own. Oh, number 4, I'm sorry, never chased a dog or a child. You being scared of dogs is no one's problem but your own. 6, a service dog does not need to be on a leash, even though my dog always has a retention system attached to him whenever he is outside. Number 7, leaving this letter on someone's garage just shows you are a lowlife. If you have a problem with that, then you can come by and I'll happily educate you. This is your letter you left, your disgusting handiwork. Just know this will not be tolerated. The letter says, keep your nasty, filthy, worthless, poop-eating dog on a leash. People are tired of your stupid and dirty dogs being off leash. Okay? So the guy comments on his own post at some point and says, honestly, this letter just screams coward. Someone took the time to type this letter out and walk it to your place but couldn't talk to you in person. So the whole letter that was put on the garage says, keep your nasty, filthy, worthless, poop-eating dog on a leash. It didn't say poop. People are tired of your stupid and dirty dogs being off-leash, scaring my children and other smaller dogs or chasing cars. Animal control has already been alerted. Who the F would think that letting a bull off-leash is okay? Keep the effing bull on an effing leash, for God's sake. Okay? This gets more interesting, so hang on. So, let me get back to... So, the person that left the note said, I did something last night. I was very angry reading about this dog nutter who was setting his dog out on smaller animals, including cats. I needed to do something. I typed a message and printed it and left it in the road. In the road. Okay, he says it's not his garage, but it was out in the road. This idiot thinks it was directed at him. It was not. He doesn't even have a pit bull. But the arrogance, it just goes to show. I said, so the message up above about the note was your note. They said, he says it's not my problem. He says being scared of dogs is not our problem. I said, of course he does. The same way the guy told me if I don't want to step in crap, I need to watch where I'm walking every step I take. Entitled Psychos. The message he wrote was in regard to a note that I had left. The note said to keep the poop. I said, well, you got his blood pressure up, that's for sure. They said, then I found his number and texted him, pretending to be someone else. I said, you are such a badass. What did you say? I said that his post, phone number, photos were posted on 4chan in a dog-hating group, and he got super scared. He backed down and removed his post. This is a small victory. We now have a dog nutter who will be more careful in the future. And I said, you know what? Good, because I'm sick of these people hiding behind their computers. They said, I am Machiavellian with these people. I need to be Machiavellian to get what I need to. So, they went on to explain, I know you have mentioned that we should avoid cussing. I meant me on the channel. Guys, when we have our personal conversations, we can talk the way we want. Nothing's changed about who I am. I'm just trying to be more professional and more approachable. I'm usually very professional and very polite, but the language does not work with arrogant dog owners. They are right. The arrogant owners know no language other than violence. I've had to use this language to make my point come across. And that was in the letter. Okay? Now, uno momento. Okay, so yeah, we're going to move on from there. So yeah, little bit of pretense, a little bit of what's been going on. And now let me pull up some emails. We'll cover a couple things. Yusuf sent me an email, and since I can't translate any of it and it's really hard to understand, I will tell you this. They just recently had a 9-year-old that was attacked in Turkey by dogs. Okay? Let's see here. What else did I have here to talk about? And we've got this dog attack study shows. Let me pull that up. I know this was from just a couple years ago, but it had some pretty important stuff in it. This was from 2017. Someone had mentioned to me about Dr. Michael Galinko, okay? I had heard of and read some of his articles before, but I've definitely been reading a lot more of them for the past couple days. Cities across, and this is from 2017, cities across Arkansas have pit bull bans and restrictions, and many have declared them a dangerous breed. But animal advocates say these stereotypes cause problems for pet owners and adoptions. It should. It's a polarizing issue for folks on both sides of the debate, but an Arkansas doctor is hoping a new study will shed light on the danger of dog bites. When a dog seriously bites a child, parents are on the clock to get them to the hospital. Here in state, they come to Arkansas Children's Hospital and see Dr. Michael Galinko, a plastic surgeon that specializes in pediatric dog bites. Right now, he says he sees an average of 1 child injured a night. The vast majority, like I said, will be just a simple laceration, but the spectrum of things you could see is cranial penetration and in one case, hands bitten off. This generally comes from trying to protect yourself. I've shown you guys a few times. I have tons of scars. The lighting here is not good. I guess if I wanted to do that, I'd have to take a short on my phone or something. But I mean, they're everywhere on my hands from fighting with dogs all of my life. It just never seems to stop. I'm actually have been kind of weirded out because it's been about, I don't know, a year or so since I've had an altercation with one, so I'm kind of just waiting, like, it's a little past due. In one of the most comprehensive pediatric dog attack studies, Dr. Galinko's study examined over 1,500 bites. Any dog can bite, bottom line. But his new report shows that pit bulls were implicated in half of surgeries performed, and pit bulls are 2.5 times as likely to bite in multiple anatomic locations as compared to other breeds. In other words, if you have a Chihuahua or a Labrador, they would just bite in one location and generally let go of the leg, for example. But a pit bull will bite the leg, then the head, then the neck, then the hand. And we've seen this in videos over and over again, That's what happened to Wisconsin resident Jeff Borkert's son, Dax. You remember from Daxton when he actually did his whole body was mangled. It looked like a hand grenade went off underneath him. Jeff says their family had 2 pit bulls that snapped, attacking the 14-month-old. You guys remember the story. They had a whole documentary on it. These dogs had never shown signs of aggression before, and they were great dogs up until the day they weren't. He now runs a nonprofit, Daxton's Friends, and is working to educate the public on safety. Pit bull advocates understand that dogs can be dangerous, but Finnish forward dog trainer John McCabe, that McAfee came right out the tongue there, says this is typically the result of their environment. We've heard this story over and over. They're so sweet and gentle. They're just no different than any other dog. It's a lot about training humans, not as much as training the dog every time. I used to say this belligerently stupid, uneducated stuff when I train dogs, okay? I think they're great family dogs. I've had great success with all of them. I would never choose a different breed. But while adults can make decisions about their safety, Dr. Galinko says, it's important to think about protecting kids. We get lulled into a false sense of security because it's the family dog or the neighborhood dog. Oh well, they would never do this or that, when the opposite is true, and we never want to take that risk. He recommends thinking twice before introducing a pit bull into the family. Talk to your neighbors about securing their dogs if you have small children. The CDC says there are several factors that affect a dog's likelihood to bite, including heredity, early experience, socialization, training, quality of ownership, and victim behavior. So, we're always blaming the victim. over and over again. They can come up with a reason. Every time a dog attacks, they can come up with some kind of reason that it's okay. Some people have raised the point that pit bulls are a common breed, saying this could be one of the reasons they are behind so many dog bites. Dr. Galinko's study also discusses Labradors, another common breed of dog. 0.8 bites he saw were caused by this breed. It's hard to tell because we don't do a dog census. Another problem that happens when it comes to these statistics is that we're generally guessing the dog's breed based on how it looks, but that's not necessarily the most accurate way to determine a dog's breed. So the main thing, again, is taking the valuable evidence, asking those questions, and making the right decisions for you and your family. Alrighty, let's hop into another one of these. Yes, and I didn't know if you guys had heard the updates on this. So we're going to go ahead and go through this real quick, since it's been a trending topic and a big deal and something that's just been driving me insane since the first article I read about it. The Royal Marine rescued animals from Afghanistan in his mission dubbed Operation Ark, and his staff was left behind. Okay, so this was from August 30th, 2021, so what, yesterday? Okay. Penfarthington, I keep saying apology. Penfarthing was so desperate to get out of Afghanistan with his charity staff and dozens of dogs and cats he vowed to rescue that he appealed to a Taliban leader. Dear sir, my team and my animals are stuck at the airport circle. He tweeted to a God, what is the world coming to? He tweeted to a Taliban spokesman and negotiator, Suhail Shaheen. We have a flight waiting. Can you please facilitate safe passage into the airport for our convoy? The days-long evacuation mission, dubbed Operation Ark, had ended on Sunday in what Farthing called a partial success. He arrived at London's Heathrow Airport on a privately chartered flight with his animals, but no staff. We have just unloaded the last of our dogs and cats at the temporary lodgings following a long and difficult journey from Afghanistan. They posted this on Sunday. The Operation Ark mission is still ongoing, and we are working tirelessly to ensure that we reach a positive conclusion for our staff. You know, the people you left behind. The high-profile evacuation that unfolded on social media left Farthing clashing with senior UK officials. The former Royal Marine said his government abandoned him following the Taliban's swift takeover of Afghanistan after he refused to leave without his staff and animals. But some British leaders said Farthing was pulling precious resources from the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Kabul, where tens of thousands of people have fought to get on evacuation flights. Bam! British Secretary Ben Wallace had refused to airlift animals on Royal Air Force aircraft, pledging to prioritize people over pets. Wallace also told the LBC that Farthing's supporters had taken up too much of my senior commanders. Yes, in audio recording leaked to the Sunday Times, Farthing can be heard leaving an expletive-filled message for Wallace's special advisor. Oh, he's going to cuss him out. We know how that goes, you know. Get me out of Afghanistan with my staff and my animals, he said in the recording. I served for 22 years in the Royal Marine Commandos. I'm not taking this from people like you that are blocking me. You have until tomorrow morning. Farthing began lobbying British Prime Minister Boris Johnson in mid-August to stop plans to pull troops out of Afghanistan. When it became clear the Taliban was closing in on Kabul, Nowzad began a Rescue the Animal Rescuers campaign to get veterinarians, nurses, animal care staff, and their families out of Afghanistan, writing, "We cannot leave these brave and compassionate people behind." Comedian Ricky Gervais and actor Dame Judi Dench were among the celebrities who shared support for the rescue effort. So there's some people. As the Taliban swept into Afghanistan's capital, Farthing pleaded with viewers on social media to contact members of the British government to help get his team out of the country. "We have screwed up their country," he said, of Western governments. "Message them on all angles." Wallace tweeted last week that British authorities would seek a slot for his plane if Farthing and his staff arrived at the airport in Kabul with their animals. Farthing said he and his team were later caught in the chaos outside the airport when a suicide bomber detonated his explosive vest there, killing 13 U.S. service members. Told the BBC that he and his team, along with their animals, were about a mile from the explosion. One let off a full magazine from his AK-47 out the window, where we had women and children. That's when Farthing appealed to the Taliban negotiator, but his efforts were not successful. These guys think... Oh my... Animal welfare campaigner Dominic Dyer, who has acted as a spokesperson for Farthing, told the Associated Press that Taliban guards would not let Nowzad's Afghan staff members enter the airport, even though they had papers permitting them to come to Britain. After Farthing's plane landed at Heathrow, Dyer told the AP that Nowzad is committed to getting the rest of its team out of Afghanistan. They didn't leave those stinking dogs behind and save these humans. The animals that are now in Britain were being examined and placed into quarantine. Guys, these are feral mutts from Afghanistan. You're examining them now. They're probably wretched and full of every type of disease and bacteria you could ever imagine. You just left them there and took the humans out of there, for the love of all that's holy. I will never ever understand these people. And you know what? I'm glad, because I'm not nuts. Let's finish this off with a very funny message I woke up to the other day. I love sharing the stupid things that these people say when they think they're being insulting, because I find it funny. And you'll notice I'll kind of like live the insult. It was like the guy who kept calling me broomstick, so now I've been telling Beanie Girl when I'm done talking to her, I'm like, broomstick, signing off. Stupid, you people. I woke up to this message on Facebook. And this gentleman, I'm sorry, it's so funny. This gentleman misspelled almost every word in this statement and then excused himself. Let me just read it. You're, with no E, about the ugliest hillbilly I've even saw. Excuse me, ever. That's what he excuses himself for. I said, oh boy, someone likes me. Maybe when we start dating, I can get you a dictionary for your birthday. I'm obviously not going to share this person's name. You guys, look to see me probably Friday. Like I said, I'm going to go for like an every other day goal and try to make better videos with better content. And at first when I started the page, there's just like so much information and so much happening and so much to catch up on that I could make, the 3 or 4 videos a day and have like heavy content. And then it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I don't want to burn myself out. And like I said, I don't want to become absorbed by my anger and consumed in hate and I'm not like that. I'm a loving, sweet, helpful person that's very passionate, and I can also kick some ass if I have to. So what's up? That's fine, right? So guys, from the bottom of my dog-hating heart to yours, I appreciate every single one of you. I super appreciate all the names. I think Isabel nailed it with the names that she put up. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, is pick my top 5, and I'm gonna go ahead and put those into a vote and let all of you guys help make the decision, since this is all of our channel. You guys, Cooking with Dog Meat has another channel, okay, and she needs more subscribers. She's promised she's gonna do something really special at 100 subscribers. So her new channel is Cooking with Dog Meat VHS. Okay, so go and check her out. Let's see, check out Canine Critic. Like I said, let's get her subscribers up. Great voice, great speaking voice. She could really go somewhere with this, and we all need to support her. Jared the Dog Slayer has started his channel, so you guys, he actually made his first video, was awesome. So support him, please, check it out. He's doing a great job. And I hope everyone has a good day. Protect yourselves, carry your mag lights, get your steel toe boots, wasp spray. Do what you gotta do, right, to protect yourself. It's important. Protect our children, humans first. And so much love and appreciation to you guys. I will post the vote for the name maybe tonight, at least by tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the name change, but like a fresh little change. Hey, y'all better vote wisely, because I'm not changing it again. That's gonna be it. No more. No more. Don't piss Fluffy off, because he'll eat your kids. We all know that. So, until next time, thank you everyone. See you on the next video.